Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Leah.
And welcome to the Pulse for December 7th, 2016.
We'd like to welcome everyone here for TD Christian's presentation day. And we'd also like to thank our main sponsor for today's show, Sun Chips.
What the heck? There's no Doritos anymore?
Dude, have you tried Sun Chips? They're basically the same.
A few weeks ago, all of our grade 9 students took part in Take Your Grade 9 to Work Day. I went to my family's business.
And I went to St. Joseph's Healthcare in Hamilton.
Let's find out some of the other places our grade 9s visited.
On Wednesday, November 2nd, grade 9 students had the opportunity to job shadow an adult. Let's go find out what they did.
I went to Royal LePage.
I worked at a barn.
And I went to my mom's office and she works at Dominion Lending.
I went to the Coy Brothers and I worked in the customer service.
I went to Sick Kids with my mom.
My favorite part of the day was joking with the customers.
My favorite part of the day was getting free lunch.
Spending time with my neighbor.
I got to be around horses.
I got to experience what a work environment is like.
Take Your Kid to Work Day produced many different experiences. For The Pulse, I'm Spencer.
Sarah, did you know that we have more than 17 sports teams here at TD?
Wow, that's a lot.
Our fall season just ended. Here's Jenna and Paul to tell you about 2 of our teams this year.
What was your favorite highlight for the year?
Probably winning consolation at Oxa. It was for Emily Hemming and Cameron Ward was their last game. A lot of girls got into play and a fun way to end the year.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
How do you think you guys improved?
I think one of the biggest improvements that we made over the season is kind of working together. We had everyone from grades 9 to 12 on the team, and that's a huge range to work with, but I think they did a really good job working together with all the different grades.
What was your favorite highlight of the season?
It was when Emily Hemming scored a basket from half court at the buzzer. It was pretty epic, and I think that was pretty much the highlight for everyone.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
How do you think your team did during the season?
Excellent. Really solid season led by Evan Kim and Josh Guinness, and they just did a great job leading our team and teaching them more about running.
How do you think your team improved?
Lots of improvements. Some students weren't able to complete 3 or 5 kilometer races when we began, but everyone that competed was able to have a successful run and complete their race.
What was your highlight for the season?
A couple of highlights. Definitely just seeing the number of students that are part of a sports team that don't do any other sports at TD. So for lots of students, this is kind of their chance to be able to improve their fitness and be athletic. But other highlights were Juliana Groot's bronze at the Christian school meet, and then Hannah Horling's placing 11th or 12th, I think it was, in all of York region.
Why should people join next year?
Well, a cross-country team is great to join because you don't have to try out and you automatically make the team. So if you want to be part of a sports team and compete, it's great. And if you like running or you like physical fitness and you like learning more about it, you should join the team.
Do you guys have anything else to say? I'm Paul Mochansky, and you're watching The Pulse.
Sarah, did you know that Edsby is always adding new features?
Really? Like what?
Well, let's find out.
Hey Edsby,
Good morning, Tommy.
what's my English grade at right now?
Well, Tommy, you really do not want to know.
Yes, I do.
Put it this way, if your mark was any lower, it would be in the negatives.
Wow, that's harsh, Edsby.
Maybe you should put down the Xbox controller once in a while, and actually do your homework.
I don't have any homework.
What about that essay, on the book you did not read?
Oh, when is that due?
It is due tomorrow. Should I notify your parents?
Nah, don't notify my parents.
I heard yes. Is that correct?
No!
Notifying parents.
Edsby!
Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy.
What? Who's there?
It's me, Edsby. You didn't study for your math test that is tomorrow.
Are you serious? It's 3 in the morning.
It is never too late or too early to study.
I'm not studying.
Notifying parents.
No! On second thought, let's not add the voice feature.
We're Emily.
Hi, I'm Jerry.
My name is Jared,
And you're watching
The Pulse.
The Pulse.
The Pulse.
It's now time for Person on the Street, followed by our new movie review segment with Duncan and Thomas.
Hey guys, I'm Duncan.
And I'm Thomas.
And welcome to a new series called At the Movies with Thomas and Duncan. So, you might be wondering what this is. 2 words, movie reviews.
Yes, movie reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing, talking about, or bantering about the movie called Interstellar, a 2014 science epic directed by Christopher Nolan.
This movie sucks. Let me just start by saying this movie sucks. It really does.
It really doesn't. I love this movie for everything it is.
Jaws 4 was better than this movie.
Let's like say Sharknado is better than Interstellar.
Rather than debating Sharknado, which I'd love to do because I means I wouldn't have to talk about Interstellar because I don't like this movie, let's talk about Interstellar because you guys want me to suffer. Here's what I thought wasn't that good about the movie, aside from everything. My main problem is the plot. It makes no sense, it goes nowhere fast, we have no relatable characters, we have no likable characters, and it kind of seems like they're like, hey, let's go from this planet to this planet. Oh, there's nothing here and we've established that within 20 seconds? Let's hang out here for 45 minutes and then move on to the next one.
There is so much to this movie. The characters, top notch. I loved how they were set up, and the dialogue was good, other than the fact that some scenes had dialogue that it didn't play out very well, but overall, I loved this movie.
And I don't see how, you know? I think what we had here was a very interesting idea, and I'm not gonna discredit that. The idea itself was really cool.
Yeah.
Of what happens when our planet can't sustain us and we have to find a new one.
First of all, one thing that really hooks the audience, one of the main things that really hooks the audience in this movie is the soundtrack. The score is amazing. Once again, Hans Zimmer has done it again.
Okay, I can't argue that. Hans Zimmerman is a great composer and he does a great job with the score.
I loved the score, the acting, the cinematography, the visuals, every single thing about this movie was top notch.
The acting was pretty good actually, but then again, considering the actors we had, it would be a real shock, especially because this thing is directed by Christopher Nolan, the man who directed The Dark Knight.
And Inception, which I enjoyed Interstellar more than Inception and The Dark Knight combined.
You know what, to me, I honestly think it's a cool idea, and I like space movies, I'm not gonna lie. But if you want to see a movie like this, which I think was infinitely better, it's called The Martian. Came out about a year after this, and it has not much of a similar plot, but it has ideas similar to it. But if you want to see, to me, what is one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made, go watch Aliens. You know, I honestly think that you've got your opinions and I have mine, but your opinions are wrong.
Your opinions are wrong, I'm right. That's how it's...
Oh, I'm sorry. Whose name comes first in the title?
Mine.
Dang it!
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long?
And now it's time for a message from our sponsors.
My drawing's looking so good.
Oh yeah, mine too, eh?
Oh, can I see it?
Sure.
They're basically the same.
I fed my breakfast to the dog this morning, and I am so hungry right now. I know exactly what I'm getting. No! No, I want my food! Just give me my food! God!
Come on, Jacob, is this even worth it?
It's worth it. I got a food! It was so worth it!
I challenge you to a duel! Challenge accepted!
They're basically the same.
Leah, do you remember a segment called Will It Float?
Yes, it was very informative.
Well, this year we have a new feature called Will It Flip.
But first, let's go to Sam and Thomas with Teacher of the Week.
So, Mr. Vanderkloot, where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Sarnia, Ontario, and when I was partway through grade 8, we moved to Toronto.
Where did you go to high school?
Right here, TDChristian.
What were you like in high school?
Oh, painfully shy, nerdy, I guess, fairly interested in my subject.
Were you on any sports teams or involved in any other activities?
Yeah, intramural sports. We had a lot of those back in those days. I tried out for a few of the school sports teams like soccer and basketball.
So now you're a teacher here. How did that come about?
Oh, that's a long story. But I vowed I'd never be a teacher, of course, when I was in high school. But after going to university for about 6 or 7 years, I thought I'd give teaching a try, and I went through the teacher training program, and TD hired me. So there I am.
What are some of the different subjects that you've taught over the years?
I've taught all the history courses at different times that we teach, grade 10, 11, and 12, and formerly 13. And I've taught shop courses, all the shop courses that we've taught at TD, I've taught at different times.
How do you like being a teacher at TD?
I love it. They pay me for it. Can you believe that? It's a great job.
Let's talk about your family. Are you married and do you have any kids?
I am married. I have 4 children. They've all graduated at TD here.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Fix my car, fix my wife's car, fix my kid's car, fix my motorcycle, fix my boat.
How has TD Christian changed since you started? Are the students the same?
Students are the same. I don't think students have changed much over the years.
So, you've been a student here and a teacher here for a long time. Do you have any advice for students?
Figure out what you're interested in and pursue it. Go after it whole hog. Don't sit back and just act disinterested, because if you cultivate an attitude of disinterest, you're going to be boring and you're going to be bored.
So, Mr. Vanderkloot, how do you feel about being Teacher of the Week?
I'm honored. This has never happened to me before. This is great. Thank you.
This is Mr. Vanderkloot, and you're watching The Pulse.
It's now time for Student of the Day. Keep your nominations coming.
We'd also like to thank the Stafford Group for once again donating this year's Tim Hortons prizes.
And after that, our newest segment, This is Adam Cook.
Congratulations, Victoria, on being Student of the Day. Can you open the envelope?
I wonder what it is.
Oh my goodness, it's a Tim Hortons card. Anything you want to say to them? Thanks.
Here we are!
This is Adam Cook being a mascot.
This is Adam Cook on a bike, in a plane, on a farm playing games. Many places and friendly faces. We'll have lots of fun with Adam Cook.
Today I'm here with Duncan and he's going to teach me how to be a mascot.
That's right, Adam. Being a mascot is lots of fun, but also it can be a lot of hard work.
What's hard about being a mascot?
You gotta be ready to give 100% of your energy to it at all times, even when you're hot and sweaty. Are you ready to go put your costume on?
Yeah!
Then let's go put our costumes on!
This is Adam Cook going to the change room.
Okay, so when you're putting your mascot costume on, you gotta put it on one piece at a time. Neat. You ready to put your costume on?
Yeah!
This is Adam Cook putting his costume on.
Wow! Great costume!
Thanks.
So now that we got these costumes on, how about we go put them to some good use?
Enough talking, let's go do it.
Yeah! So Adam, what do you think a mascot's job is?
What's a mascot?
You know, why we're here doing this show.
What show?
This is Adam Cook.
No, I'm Adam Cook. You're a bird.
No, my name is Duncan.
Duncan, that's a pretty garbage name for a bird.
How about we just get back to the show at hand?
Okay.
So, what did you think about being a mascot?
It was pretty fun and super easy.
But there were some challenges, right?
No, this was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
No, it's not. Being a mascot is hard work.
Any idiot could do this job.
Okay, you know what? No. I'm done.
We'd especially like to thank Kevin Hayward Jr. and the Pulse Singers for the music in that last segment. And sadly, we've reached the end of our show.
Remember, all our past shows can be found on our video page. Thanks for watching.
Bye!